It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Lions and the Browns coming up next.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 52 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He gets it to Addison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Now Richardson. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. This short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. And that's going to be incomplete. And this passing game, his whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how deep.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. But they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
They go play action with Richardson. Sliding out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and 3rd and 8 now. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch, simple for, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. On 1st down, Purdy. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Richardson looking to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Richardson looking to throw this. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Richardson back to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Browns set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this is incomplete. Trying to find Jameson Williams, but it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ballgame because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Richardson on the bootleg here. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Purdy. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This pass down the field for Gibbs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Gibbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Richardson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Cleveland offense making their way out. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, what a move. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
A give. Dobbins trying the right side. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. As the Lions,
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
and 9 yards to go.
Purdy now to throw. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Purdy. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Richardson to the air on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Broken tackle. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Mecole Hardman, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. The Pats try and hold on and claim victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 51 yards on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
This short throw caught by Goddard. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Purdy will get this into the hands of Ayuk. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. Purdy off the play fake. This is caught by Addison. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. And Detroit getting set to go now. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That's caught out right by Jennings. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Richardson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions first down.
A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 2.
At the Browns' 20-yard line.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. Touchdown! Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Detroit back in possession of the football.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense so far on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. They'll roll him out right, and he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Play action, now Purdy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Detroit's offense ready to take over. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3rd and 4. Richardson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, it's Richardson. And in from the Lions, touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On first down, Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This short throw caught by Goddard. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Counter play, here's Gibbs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Another run for Gibbs here. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.